Hi darlings, welcome back. So I put out a community post a while ago and most of you guys voted that you will prefer like a detailed strategy like description as a tutorial or when watching IDV tutorials. That's what you find most important. So I will try to give you guys a really detailed walkthrough here, even though I'm using peepers, just please ignore that, whatever. So as you can see, my strategy with Joseph is a little different than the original strategy that most people used to use. So basically what I'm doing every time the match starts, I'm never, going to the nearest camera. I'm never going to take the picture. That's not my first motive. I always rather, like find the first survivor, at least the first, but maybe, you can find multiple. The more you know their location is the better, technically. So yeah, I only take a picture when I do see with my eyes, not just like suppose they are there. I have to see, not just tinnitus is not enough. I really had the difficulty with that because I always wanted to be, faster. And when the tinnitus popped up, I was just instantly pressing the picture, instantly taking a photo. So it's really, really important for you to actually see. Even it's fine if you know they are hiding behind a palette, but you have to be sure. This is important for my strategy because I kind of use this to ensure that I have presence. I kind of, this way I usually get like plenty of presence. I have like most of my matches, I think, have full presence when the first photo word ends, or I'm at the cipher where someone is decoding, so that's how I'm getting that little last hit. So basically, for Joseph's full presence, and I think every other hunters, you need 5 hits. And if you know two survivors' locations in first photo word, you're already 1 hit away from full presence, which is really crucial for Joseph. I think the first skill is really important in also the first photo word already, and the second skill is mostly important for following up with the survivors, trying to catch them, trying to kite them. Like, that's basically why that's important. So overall, I can say that I play Joseph with focusing really on early game. I feel like that's his time to like take control of the match. Like, basically Joseph's only chance is the first good photo. Of course, if you get lucky later, then you can change the course of the match, but I feel like to have a successful start, have a successful match, you really have to take control, take it over from the survivors really, really early, and you have every like skill to do that with Photoword and with his playstyle. And of course, you don't have to play him like I do, but I feel like this point is like really just securing the presence, like securing that you can chair someone. The fact also really, really matters. Because if you think about it, that's how you get the advantage, by chairing survivors. And I think I mentioned this a few times, that the most successful start is when you can chair at least 2 mirrors. Of course, it's not really at least, but like, just try to chair 2 mirrors, even if they get saved. The point is that if even if they are saved, 1 survivor will have to be in photo with, so 1 less decoding. The other 2 are probably most likely like moving away from your way, moving away from the ciphers, because they don't really want to get found by you. So basically, with you moving in photo where you're not really wasting times. Of course, there are a few teams who will go and steal the code, but most teams, I think, who are careful, who know how to play against Joseph, they will hide, they will transition out, they won't really want to be in your way. So by you taking a picture and you securing people, you know their locations, and with that I think you can already like get such a nice overall pressure on the team, because as I mentioned, they won't be decoding, they will be leaving. Even if most people think that, oh, when Joseph's camera is active you can just freely decode, like, no, that will be punished by jump scares, that will be punished by their mirror getting chaired, and of course no one wants that, because if you think about it, they will go down if you manage to chair them. And at the start, if half of the team is down, the other half is most likely, one of them will be probably kited by you if you're not if you don't find the down survivor. and the other one will have to heal up the other two. So basically this start, if you can manage it, if you can achieve this start to down two survivors, it already gives you such a great start that you can just, you know, keep it through the whole match in most cases, unless of course there are like very good stunners or you know, body blockers or very good kiters and you're letting yourself be kited. So yeah, basically I feel like this is where my strategy's most important like point comes into play. I feel like this is what you have to pay the most attention for. The rest of my strategy is basically just normally, you know, trying to follow up with the early game, but it's all based on a successful early game. And after that, of course, I have multiple videos about utilizing the second skill, trying to you know, take a photo in the right times, at the right times, and not, you know, letting the survivors kite you. If you notice yourself being kited for a longer period of time, then you just go and take a picture. And if there are a lot of survivors at one place, you know, like for example some are bullying you or trying to, you know, help one survivor escape, there are some situations I feel like we all as hunters experience, for example a batter or a forward trying to help a perfumer or another kiter character. That's your cue, that's your like heavenly message to take a picture, because then you can hit 3 mirrors, and even if they go and stun you, forward's ball will run out, I don't know, cowboy's lasso will be on cooldown. So basically the stunners have an end, and most stunners, if they are good players, good experienced survivors, they won't really try to keep bothering you, at least not all of them. And imagine you have 3 survivors at one place, one of them only decoding, you can chair 2 or 3 survivors right on the spot. So that's basically just a little of my middle and end game, but this video was kind of focused on the main point, as I mentioned, of my strategy, which of course is the early game, as I said. So I don't know if you guys like these videos where I try to explain everything to the fullest and why it really matters and why I like to play it like this. Then feel free to leave a comment. I can make a video about the middle game and the end game also. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Have a fun day. Bye bye.